Hey everybody, good morning. Miguel the Goat here with Chupacabra Tech for another video. Today is July the 12th, 2022, and I wanted to talk about helium and how it is performing under the obvious pretty crappy market conditions that we're all experiencing. I personally think it's going to get a little worse before it gets any better, and that's yet to be seen, but that's just my opinion. But I wanted to talk about helium and to talk about what I personally see happening with helium versus what some others see. I've seen a number of videos out there where people are just extremely pessimistic, and I don't think they see the what is it they call it, the big picture. So I just wanted to do a quick video and throw my few cents out there and see if you agree with me or you don't. And so let's get right into it, guys. But you guys know me. Cup of fresh coffee, and that one is one of the good ones. So let's get right to the video now. Now that I have my coffee, I'm good. All right, let's go right here. Let's start with the basics here, guys. This is the Helium Explorer page. As you can see, helium is doing its thing. It's doing its thing, if you ask me. Let me get the little pen here. They're still adding between 35 and 40,000, devices per every 30 days. So that hasn't stopped. And this obviously fluctuates based on the amount of helium miners that are shipped out. And we all know how that goes. So not much can be done there, but they're still adding 35 to 40,000 a month, every month, every 30 days, whatever you want to call it. The other number that I've always kept a little eye on, it's the percentage of online miners. This is really peculiar to me, and it's really never been, at least since I've been mining about a year already. It's really never been over maybe 75%, which is baffles me to know that devices that are so expensive are not connected. They're not online, so they're either not connected or they're connected, but people are not keeping an eye on them, and they go relayed, and eventually they disconnect and whatever. And who knows? So, but anyways, but this number here, 68% plus of miners or devices that are currently online. It's a number that I always keep track of. We all know a little while ago when the whole fiasco was going on, this went down to probably under 60% at some point, and that was pretty bad. But just a little while ago, it was over 72, 73%. Now it's back down to 68. So we'll see what happens there. But that's a number that I personally don't think we can do anything about it. People have to get their act together. People need to know what they're doing and get their miners up and running. Otherwise, it's just wasted money. And that's about it for this chart. The United States looks pretty good, you guys. The East Coast, Florida, where I'm at, solid. And like I said, helium, in my opinion, is doing extremely well. The thought that when helium came out with 5G, that they were going to concentrate, on 5G, and that they were literally going to, which they are, by the way, they're going to concentrate on 5G and Wi-Fi, and I would, because those are better, in my opinion. Those are more established technologies, and they have a lot more presence, if you will. But the assumption that they were going to all of a sudden eliminate the long range, which is what LORA stands for. It's beyond my comprehension. Helium has nearly 1 million devices out there, and you can bet that the majority of those devices are long range. Okay. So there's no way Helium has gotten here, and they're just going to discontinue all of that and they're going to start shutting them down. That's just not possible unless Helium wants to commit suicide, in my opinion. So nothing's going to happen to that. In fact, for those of you that are owners of the rack mntd, the minted miners, those I saw somebody on my Discord send me a link, and apparently they are looking to see how they can also make these particular miners compatible with the 5G. I didn't get into it very much, but I do know that it's something that they're looking into, and that is very, very awesome. That's kind of like what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see with these devices. People have already put a lot of money into these devices. So if these companies can somehow incorporate 5G with some sort of add-on that will accept a 5G antenna or something that will make it more, affordable to just buy the device that will accept the 5G antenna, and the antenna itself, it would be a lot more, it would be a lot cheaper than buying a whole entire device, because these 5G devices are running pretty pricey. So anyways, what I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of stuff going on, and I think it's good. I think it's really good. So I don't think Helium is going anywhere. I don't think Helium is going to, start erasing all those long range miners out of the picture. It's just, in my opinion, it would be suicide if they do that. That's what Helium is. They're a network of long range miners. That's really what it is at this point. They don't have a lot of 5G. They don't have a lot of Wi-Fi. And if they eliminated the long range, it's just, in my opinion, suicide. So I don't understand how anybody can see it any other way. Now, let's move on. Let's talk about the Helium 1 year chart, because this is kind of important. If you guys remember, I started right around, let's see, I started right around here. It's when I started. And I remember researching helium right around this period of time right here. And I remember that just before I began my research on helium and all that, the price of helium was down here, which was anywhere between $9 and $12 at the time. They had just they were getting ready to announce their halving, and they hadn't done that yet. The market conditions were at the time were excellent, and this is what happened. Helium found its flow, and that's what happened. But the same thing happened with a lot of other cryptos, a lot of other technologies out there. And then came the little nightmarish times here right after, let's say right after, well, I'm assuming this is the one right here, right around Thanksgiving of this past Thanksgiving. The market kind of went down, then it kind of went up, but then it came all the way down again, and it settled right there. And then we all know what's happened since then. Steady down. However, what I really want to point out about helium is how helium has found its little area right here. And if you bring this box back this way, you're looking at exactly where helium was a year ago. And in my opinion, this is a pretty solid statement, if you will, from the chart. because again, there was no fear, there was no I don't know what to call it, but the market was good a year ago. Around this date a year ago, the market was fine. We all know that because from here it just went like this. The market was perfect then, and so you know the fact that helium is holding its position right here where it is, 9, 10, $11 per coin in the market conditions that we currently are. It's to me this is fantastic. I really think helium it's gonna do well. I really do believe helium's gonna do well. And there's a lot of people out there that it's unfortunate. A lot of people are just so pessimistic about everything and whatever. Look, do me a favor, take a look at the market. Look at the price of helium. But I can guarantee you that if you go into any other crypto, I don't care if it's Bitcoin, Cardano, Binance, I don't care. You could totally 100% draw a chart just like this over the last year. There's no difference. The market is just right now suffering big time. There's a lot of speculation and the sentiments are growing high. There's fear, because of the recession and the hyperinflation. There's so much going on, you guys. There's literally no way to, there's no way out of a chart like this. There's no way out right now. The markets have to get their act together. Things have to come back. And that's, in my opinion, the only way that we're going to see this rather than this. So again, if you're pessimistic about this, I guess I can understand. It's not an easy thing to watch, especially if you have a lot of money invested. But it is what it is. My opinion is hold steady, especially with helium. Helium, in my opinion, is doing extremely well. Again, under the market conditions, they're holding their position right here. I think this is a very good indicator as to whether or not helium is going to survive this catastrophe or not. And I think I said this on one of my previous videos, but I'm really huge into thinking that any of these coins or projects that survive this catastrophe are going to do very well on they're going to do very well on the other side. That's just my opinion. There's no financial advice here, you guys. I'm not a professional, but based on the things that, we've all heard the stories, from past moments like this in the market. There's a lot of things that happen. There's a lot of companies and a lot of things that disappear for good because they were not, prepared to deal with a catastrophe like this. And then there's a lot of things that on the other side make people rich, make millionaires. I'm not saying that's what helium is going to do, but what I am saying is that when I see helium holding steadfast like that, just steady at $9, $10, $11 during the crap market conditions that we all are. Not to mention all of the speculation just surrounding helium with the 5G and their devices, and oh my God, they're gonna eliminate all the long range, all these miners, and they're gonna come up with something else and whatever. And the fact that they're holding the line right there, it's in my opinion, it's very exciting, and I really think helium is going to do very, very well on the other side. Again, that is just my opinion. No financial advice here, guys. But yeah, just you know, just keep that in mind. That is my opinion, and I think you should consider that. Like I said, this right here, this period right here was a period of learning. If you ask me, the halving worked extremely well, and the helium, just skyrocketed, which is something that was, it was kind of planned and expected to happen with the halving if it worked correctly, which apparently it did. And then the market just crashed, which is something that, it's not helium's fault. It's nobody's fault as far as us consumers and stuff like that. But the market has to come back. It just has to come back. Anyhow, so just keep that in mind, you guys. I think there's a lot of positive, outlook on helium. I'm very bullish on helium. I think once the market begins to stabilize and come back, I think you're gonna see helium start to do this again. And at some point, I'd imagine helium is gonna reach that $50 mark again. Maybe not 50, possibly 40, but hey, 40, 50. That's very, very good in my opinion. And again, who knows? It's all speculation. So, but at this time, what I recommend you do is, if you're thinking about jumping the gun on helium, is that if you're thinking about buying a helium miner, do it. And especially if you live in an area that is conducive to being successful with a helium miner, I would totally buy it. Absolutely. I don't see why not. Helium is very promising in the future. It's looking very promising, and I don't see why not. So if you're thinking about it, I'd say go for it. That is my personal opinion on that. Again, I'm not a professional, financial advisor or anything like that, but I think helium looks pretty good. And if you do that, what I highly recommend is that you get yourself a setup that it's going to be conducive to your success. What I mean by that is, if I were you, I would go ahead and take a look at my friends over at ROKLAND, okay? And I have a link with a little discount for them. So please, help me, with my channel, help support my videos by using my link. They'll pay me a little commission at no cost to you, but you'll be helping me by using my link. So check out my friends over at ROKLAND. They are, in my opinion, the best. Take out all of the guesswork, okay? Take it all out. Their website is literally 100% designed to make newbies to the helium network be successful. Okay, any questions you have about what antenna, what connector, does this go with this? Will they fit together? Whatever. This website, ROKLAND, which I'm going to have a link in the description of this video, so please check that out. They are the best. Not to mention, I think my video is blocking it, but I'm going to show you. In the bottom right-hand corner of the website, right around where I drew that circle, there is a little chat button, and they are online and live. So if you have any questions, click on that button and feel free to ask anything. These guys are so awesome, so helpful, so knowledgeable. They are mining helium miners themselves. They mine helium. So they are extremely knowledgeable, and trust me, they will have an answer for you. So anything you need, antennas, cables, whatever, you guys, this is the place to go. Ships from Florida, my home state. They're located in Gainesville, Florida. Go Gators. And items ship from the United States. Most items ship for free. Okay, I believe that they had everything used to ship for free, but I think, you know, with the shipping costs going, you know, skyrocketing too, some of the overweight boxes were costing them a lot of money. So, but most of the items will ship for free, and you'll you know, you can always ask them about that as well. But you guys, ROKLAND, link in the description. Check it out. They're the best. Take all the guesswork out. Do not guess. Buy the good stuff. Buy the correct stuff right off the get-go, so you don't have to waste no time into your helium mining journey. So check them out. And anyways, let's wrap this thing up right now. And like I said, you guys, helium, in my opinion, is very, very solid. The price is down, of course, just like everybody else's. Everybody's suffering from this, you know, market catastrophe. There's not much that can be done right now, except pray, cross your fingers, you know, whatever you do, and hope that all this stuff gets resolved quick, because that's really just about it. So again, you guys, helium looks solid. I think I love what I see. I think we're all going to be very successful on the other side with our helium journey. So if you haven't started your helium journey and you're thinking about it, you know, you want to jump the gun, I will personally say, if you can afford to do so, do it. Do it. You know, what do you, everything involves risk. But, you know, if when you think about it, these miners are what, $400-500, unless of course you go the 5G direction. If you go, you know, if you go on the 5G route, those are going to cost you a little more, of course, probably about double the price, maybe triple the price. But that also seems to be going in the right direction. So again, helium in general, I think it's going to be great on the other side. So that's just my personal opinion. You guys, go ahead and comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I have been slacking on my videos, but I'm still here. Excuse me. I'm just working on a few other things on, you know, in my personal life, but I'm very much still involved with helium and crypto in general. So if you guys have any questions, whatever, put them in the comments. I do my best to check those out and get back to you. My Discord server is open. I'm going to leave a link to that as well, so you can also type questions there. I will have answers for you, or, you know, one of my group members. They're so knowledgeable and so useful, you guys. So check that out. Helium, in my opinion, thumbs up. It's going to be fine. Just, you know, remain calm, remain, you know, steady, and I think things will be fine with helium on the other side, you guys. I really believe that. So God bless y'all. I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching. Have a great now.